Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 7 trades. Today's date is November the 17th and I am using my new trigger zone trading system. Love it. I will go as far as saying that I would call it my holy grail trading system, along with this magic indicator right here. Trigger zones. TZ is short for trigger zones. And all you're going to do is buy low and sell high. And it pinpoints. It helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 sessions 24 hours a day. I call that the flow of the market. The trigger zone system, along with my daily trade plan, this was the one that I made for today. Pretty much all of them, as you can see right in here, all the pound pairs, I was saying to buy, along with gold here. Watch for bullish trade. So if you would have had this today, you could have produced this. Many pips is like what I've done, and haven't done the math yet, but I would say that this is probably, it's well over 200, maybe even close to 300 pips today. So if you like to be making money on a daily basis, I highly recommend that you get your hands on the trigger zones and the daily trade plan. At least have the daily trade plan until you learn how to drill down the lights. And actually, I do teach how to drill down the lights. So after a period of time, you'll no longer need the daily trade plan. You can do it on your own. It is not that difficult. So now we can get into these trades. Remember, before I pull the trigger in the morning, after I've made my daily trade plan, I drill down the lights from the monthly all the way down. Then I pop in an arrow to remind me if I want to be buying or selling. And then I just get in the trade. And after I realize that all the pound pairs were buying, that means there's some pound strength. And as it was going up, the pound was a bus driver. In other words, at least 80% or more, like the yen here. The yen, right at this point in time, is a bus driver. So let's see where I got in on this trade. Waited for a bit of a pullback. Pulled the trigger right at this cursor. Closed it out right at the ADR, just being happy. And I was happy with 18 pips. And each pip on the pound dollar is worth 10 bucks. So that worked out to being $1,800. Moving on to gold. Let's run a check on that. I bought it. Here we go. There's the arrow. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything was screaming to buy. So it was a simple decision to make. Buy, which is exactly what I did. Did go against me a little bit. Not a big deal. Only 14 pips. And looks like I ended up locking. Could have made a lot more, by the way. 62 pips. But I was happy at this point with about around 24 pips. Let me get this right here. From there to there. 24.7, which would be bang right on, as it pays $10 a pip. Times the lots I did, those 24.7 pips paid $2,470. Moving on to pound yen, as I said, pound strength today. So let's see, pound yen. Here we go. Let's drag and drop it up. Pull the cursor at this point. I knew I wanted to be buying. Glad I got out when I did, because remember, trade management, money management, you must master those two things. Because if I wasn't paying attention, I would be turning a nice winner into a terrible loser. Let's see. Locking in about 30 pips here, and 30 pips on the pound yen paid $2,613. Moving right on to another pound trade. Pound Swiss. Knew I wanted to be buying. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Using the indicators top and bottom. Higher time frames was suggesting to buy. So it was an easy decision to make. Buying. Closing out the trade. Looks like I closed out this one at a very good time also. Looks like I closed that out with 34 pips. And those 34 pips on the pound Swiss paid $3,758. Now let's run a check on this Dow Jones. The only one I sold pays $5 a pip. Let's see how that turned out. From the higher time frames, I knew I wanted to be selling. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything screaming to sell. So that's exactly what I did. Should have got in closer to the goal line, but this is the point that I saw it. Did go against me 27 pips. Not a big deal. I ended up locking in 82, and that would be about right. Because 82 times 5, that's pretty close to being times my lot sizes, of course. 82 pips ended up paying $4,100. Moving on to another pound pair, the pound New Zealand. Bought this one. Very easy to see, clear. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Higher time frames. Said to buy. That's why I put the arrow there. Everything I'm doing here, if you want to be a successful professional trader, you have to mimic everything that I am doing. And it does take time. You're not going to learn this in 90 days. It's going to take you some time. Remember, a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. And I can give you a lot of education for pennies on the dollar. If you want to see, all you got to do is get in contact with me and I can show you. Pound New Zealand. Let's see where I got in at. Right at this cursor. Another one that looked pretty good. Closed it out, just being happy, which I am pretty much every day. If you can get 200 pips or more every day, you would be very happy also. This is 62 pips, it looks like. And 62 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $4,336. Okay, moving on to the last pound pair. Bought the pound CAD. Very clear again. Higher time frames. Did qualify for a great way to trade. As I said, the higher time frame said to buy. So let's see where I got in at. Did go up. Did a pullback to the goal line. So either here or around the goal line is a recommendation for you to pull the trigger to get in. Not too much of a difference there. Did go against me 4 pips for a pound pair. That's not very much. Did lock in about, looks like 63 pips. And those 63 pips on the pound CAD paid $5,085. Well, another great day of trading. And I was correct earlier when I was only guessing. I said it's going to be well over 200 pips. And I think I mentioned it might have even been closer to 300. I just did the calculation of all the pips and ticks. Ended up with 313 pips and ticks. And those 313 pips paid $24,165. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis like my trigger zones, I suggest you get your hands on it. All you have to do, if you want to get some more information, is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. My trigger zone system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. And as I mentioned earlier, it's the flow of the market or the cycles, buying and selling, and this magic indicator will help you to do that. And let's see now, my system has over 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 6 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is all just bonus stuff that I gave, as I know it will help you to find success at trading the markets. Remember, whatever I give you, don't be lazy and go through everything 2 or 3 times minimum, because there's a lot of education within this package. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and my number one way, of course, is a great way to trade. Most of the trades today qualified for a great way to trade. And due to the fact that there's so many different ways that I teach, that is why I produce 50 training videos. Now I'm not going to go through everything here. All you got to do is just put this video on pause, read everything, and of course if you have any questions whatsoever, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. And of course if you live too far, simple again, just send me an email. Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now I really do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks, and if nothing else, at least you will learn something. And keep in mind, I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So I believe that just about wraps up this day of trading and this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next video and trading day, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.